After winning a lawsuit against the city of Cumming, Nydia Tisdale now focuses on taking down Dawson County. A pair of drug arrests have taken place in Pickens County over the past 2 days. A plethora of updates from Fenton County government meetings are also coming your way on this edition of the Morning Report. Good morning. Today is Thursday, May the 12th, 2016. I'm your anchor, Kevin Hensley. If you have any breaking news tips to send to us while we are on the air, our email address here at the Morning Report is show@fetchyournews.com. Well, who says you can't beat City Hall? 14 months after she won a $200,000 settlement in a federal lawsuit against the city of Cumming, Nydia Tisdale is now suing Dawson County. At a press conference held Tuesday outside the federal courthouse in Gainesville, Tisdale announced that her attorneys have filed a federal lawsuit claiming 3 Dawson County sheriff's deputies violated her constitutional rights when they arrested her at a political rally at Burt's Pumpkin Farm 2 years ago. The lawsuit alleges that Captain Tony Wooten, Corporal Russell Smith, and Corporal Laura Bishop violated her First, Fourth, and 14th Amendment rights when they arrested her. But this time, Tisdale faces multiple felony and misdemeanor charges for that arrest. She was indicted on the charges in November and pleaded not guilty to all of the counts in March. A Pickens County deputy noticed some suspicious activity leading to a drug and gun arrest. On Tuesday around 4 p.m., Pickens County Deputy Tucker was returning to headquarters from apprehending a fleeing felon that he had to chase on foot and deploy his K-9 partner Flash. He noticed 2 suspicious people looking into the windows of a camper in the area of Refuge and Parker Road. Deputy Tucker then stopped to investigate, and one individual gave him a false name using the name of an individual that Tucker knew well. Deputy Tucker then ran a check on the motorcycle that the suspect was driving, and it was revealed that it was stolen. After a brief altercation where no one was injured, the suspects were detained. A search of the suspects and the motorcycle yielded close to 100 grams of methamphetamine, a loaded handgun, and over $4,500 in cash. The suspects were later identified as Mason Pittman and Richard Yaney. Both suspects were placed under arrest and transported to the Pickens County Adult Detention Center. Then the sheriff's office made another arrest for drugs yesterday after a report was called in of a speeding motorist. Following up on a lookout for the speeding motorist, Sergeant Travis Curran found the vehicle and made a traffic stop after noticing the registration was expired. The driver then gave Sergeant Curran consent to check the vehicle, and methamphetamine and paraphernalia were found, leading to the arrest of Matthew Perrick from Atlanta. Well, a Dawsonville man who tried to swim away from authorities after crashing his vehicle on Georgia 400 Monday is being held on a $3,140 bond in Forsyth County. 24-year-old Tyler O'Donnell ran his 2002 Dodge Dakota off the road at the Georgia 400 bridge between Bald Ridge Marina and Pilgrim Mill Roads. But his plunge into Lake Lanier in an effort to elude police was unsuccessful. Forsyth County deputies on a nearby boat followed him to a small peninsula and then took him into custody. O'Donnell, who has been charged with hit and run, failure to notify the owner upon striking a fixture, driving while license is suspended or revoked, and failure to maintain lane. And this is not his first brush with the law. He has an extensive criminal history that includes theft, burglary, and drug-related charges. The Georgia State Patrol is currently handling the investigation. A look now at our local weather. This morning we are currently starting out at 75 degrees here at the Fetch Your News studios. And while you might see a few showers later this evening, most of the morning will hold sunshine with clouds rolling over into the afternoon. We could see the sunshine return over the weekend, but the rain is only taking the weekend off, as we'll see it come back next Monday. Also on today's show, we will bring you some election updates, spring football updates from both Gilmer and Pickens County, plus we will spotlight our pet of the week from the Gilmer County Animal Shelter. Coming up after the break, a new scam alert out of Gilmer County. Plus, West Fannin Elementary School recognizes its final Students of the Month for 2016. And we have much more news from around our community. Stay tuned. You're watching The Morning Report.
Truck Month is back at your new Days Chevrolet in Jasper with savings up to $8,000 off MSRP. Right now, get a roomy new Chevy Equinox for just $23,200, or get Days max discount on a new Silverado Crew Cab, just $31,900, plus instant easy credit with Days Fast Track Credit Center. But these Truck Month savings won't last long. Get to Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where Chevy cars and trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
El Rey and Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine.
El Rey.
El Rey and Ellijay.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Only Pizza Hut delivers 2 medium pizzas any way you want for just $6.99 each. Get any 2 freshly made pizzas with high quality, fresh ingredients and sauce made with California vine ripened tomatoes. Now get your favorite specialty recipes like meat lovers, backyard barbecue chicken, or 5-pepper pepperoni. So you never have to compromise with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty. Anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
New Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Highway 515 South, Jasper. SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
Welcome back to North Georgia's only live online morning news show, The Morning Report. I'm Kevin Hensley. The Gilmer County Chamber of Commerce has recently become aware that residents and businesses of neighboring communities have fallen victim to a new phone scam targeting utility customers, specifically electric utility customers. It is believed that if Gilmer Countyans are not already being targeted, that they will be very soon. Individuals will call residents and businesses identifying themselves as representatives of a local power company, saying that if the customer has a past due bill, their services will be cut off immediately if payment is not made over the phone right then and there via debit or credit card. The representatives of Georgia Power have reached out to us and informed us that the scammers are very convincing. However, Georgia Power will never call and require payment over the phone in such a manner. Now, if you suspect that a phone call that you're getting from your power company is fraudulent, you are encouraged to immediately hang up and call the power company back directly or visit their local location. Georgia Power can be reached at 1-888-660-5890, or Amicalola EMC can be reached at 706-276-2362. West Fadden Elementary School students in 1st and 2nd grade held a career day on May 2nd. Guest speakers for 2nd grade were Dr. Jennifer Jabali and Jennifer Danner. Dr. Jabali spoke to the students about being an optometrist as well as an author. Jennifer Danner spoke to the students about visual arts careers, including painting and photography. Guest speakers for the 1st graders were Captain Scott Lewis, Dr. Deanna Bellew, and Brent Jones. Captain Lewis spoke to the students about being a fireman and included fire safety. Dr. Bellew spoke with the students about being a veterinarian, while Brent Jones spoke with the students about transportation careers, and he brought a tow truck for the students to look at. Everyone did a wonderful job, and the students had a great time. Pictured in this photo are the April winners from the West Fadden Elementary School Students of the Month program. Students are nominated based on work effort, completion of assignments, regular school attendance, behavior, and character. In the front row, left to right, are Carly Cruz, Will Jones, and Lexi Cook. In the back row, left to right, are Baylor Twiggs, Macy Hawkins, and Hayden Danner. Each student received a free kids meal from Wendy's restaurant as a part of their accomplishment. Now, in this photo are the May winners for the Student of the Month, as school, of course, will be let out before the month is concluded. Front row left to right in this photo are Alia Walton and Braden Barker. In the back row left to right are Chandler Mole, Will Jones, and Abby Vest. Not pictured, Ava Acker. Again, those students also received a free kids meal from Wendy's restaurant for their accomplishment. Well, Bruce Pack and Rodney Kendall presented the demands of Blue Ridge children to the Blue Ridge City Council during their meeting Tuesday. The mayor is looking at temporarily placing some pieces of equipment back into the park area until the playground is built. However, most of this equipment would need underground stabilization, which the city does not want to do right now, just to have to tear it out in 6 weeks. The City Council also added another step to its zoning appeals process. After a zoning appeal is lost at the Planning and Zoning Appeals Board, the appeal then goes to the Blue Ridge City Council. If parties wish to appeal the ruling beyond the council's decision, the next step would be the Superior Court. The Whaleys, the owners of Sycamore Crossing, will be presenting their zoning appeal to the Blue Ridge City Council either later this month or early June. Highway 60 South in Morganton is getting a new name on Saturday. It will now be named Barbara Stevens Highway in honor of Barbara Stevens, a former mayor of Morganton. House Speaker David Ralston is expected to attend the ceremony. More than 50 community leaders gathered at Truett McConnell College Tuesday for the 3rd annual White County Leadership Luncheon. The college took the time to thank the community for their support and update them on the activities taking place at the campus. Dr. Emir Kanner The Truett McConnell College president said during their 70 years of existence, community leaders have played a big part of that, saying, quote, "We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for some influential leaders 70 years ago," end quote. Kenner then, of course, told the crowd that the college is gearing up for a very big weekend at the school with 1,500 people expected on campus for the graduation of 134 students, including the college's very first master's graduate. Kenner also updated the group on the current United States Supreme Court challenge the college and 6 other plaintiffs, have before the court concerning government requirement to provide abortion-causing drugs and devices through their health provider. Kenner said, quote, "Things are looking good. The court has asked for a supplemental brief, which is very rare," end quote. He then later went on to say no decision is expected until the end of June. Kenner then finished up by providing the leaders with an update on building projects on the campus, including the fountain and the new Student Wellness Center. Dawson County will be gaining 5 additional traffic signals this year. The new signals, recently proposed by the Georgia Department of Transportation and approved by the Dawson County Board of Commissioners, will be installed at the following locations: Highway 53 in front of CVS and Burger King, Dawson Village Way and Highway 53, Dawson Forest Road and Gordon Moss Road, Quill Drive and State Road 400, and Carlisle Road and Whitmire Drive and State Road 400. Now, all of the new signals being installed will be funded by private developers. The Dawson County government will be responsible for the electrical usage of all traffic signals, which is expected to be less than $1,000 per year per signal. The installation of all 5 traffic signals will be completed by the end of 2016. The Dahlonega Lumpkin County Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Bureau, in partnership with the Dahlonega Women's Club, will co-host a candidates forum tomorrow. The forum will be held at the Lumpkin County Parks and Recreation, located at 365 Riley Road in Dahlonega, and that is set to begin at 5:30 p.m. All candidates that have qualified to run for the May 24th general primary election are invited to participate. And speaking of election coverage, we do have the very best for you right here on FetchYourNews.com. To stay tuned into the latest updates from around our viewing area, you can click on our special button on our homepage titled Election 2016. When we come back here on the Morning Report, we'll take a look at some upcoming meetings as well as our community calendar. Stay tuned.
Doug Collins can't defend his own record. What does he do? He tries to divert our attention from his record, and he's diverting it onto Paul Brown. He is refusing to stand up and talk to us about his record. He wants to talk to us about Windstream. Any congressman that's sitting up there is going to try to help the people with their issues with Windstream. Any congressman sitting up there is going to try to help their people when the Corps of Engineers changes the rules on pulling water out to water your grass. Any congressman will do that. But will any congressman go up there and vote against omnibus bill? Will any congressman go up there and stand for the 9th District instead of standing for Washington? Will any congressman go up there and tell Washington what the 9th District wants instead of coming back here and telling us why Washington has to have his way? I'll tell you, no, not just any congressman will. Let Doug Collins come back and sit down and get out of our hair.
This is Mike Scupine, and I approve this message.
Paid by Scupine for Congress.
Trust. Round here, we trust people who get things done. Like our state representative, David Ralston. He's cut taxes and balanced the state budget every year. And Ralston delivers. New roads, new jobs, a new university, and the toughest immigration laws in America. Those Washington guys talk big, but never deliver. Round here, we trust David Ralston. Ralston gets it done.
Doug Collins has been a bad representative for the 9th District.
How bad is it?
Doug is such a bad representative that he won't even represent himself against his challengers for the 9th District seat. Well, that's pretty easy to understand. After all, showing up to defend a record like Doug's is a pretty tall order. Since taking office, Doug has voted with the House leadership over 90% of the time. Doug voted for Boehner for Speaker twice. He voted to spy on you, to bail out Wall Street banks in advance of the next crisis, to train Islamic radicals to take down foreign governments that pose no threat. Doug voted for the Cromnibus, the Omnibus, voted to fund every Title X Planned Parenthood appropriation, and then has the nerve to try to sell you that he did not vote to fund abortion. If you want a representative who will work tirelessly to undo every wrong Doug Collins has done against the will of the 9th District, vote for Mike Skupin, a proven leader protecting the U.S. Constitution.
Mike Skupin, and I approve this message.
Paid by Skupin for Congress.
In 2015, our Gilmer County Probate Court heard over 1,300 criminal cases, 250 estate and guardianship matters, and probated or administered 110 plus wills. Those are very serious issues, and experience matters. You know, we talked about the fact that every county with more than 96,000 people has a licensed attorney as their probate judge. The state requires it. They don't hear different cases. They don't hear different matters, and I don't believe that the due process you receive when you go to the probate court should be based off the county you live in. You want to have a judge who's been there, who's been on the other side of the bench, who's argued that, who knows it, and who can help you. Because compassion isn't always just about being able to listen, but it's being able to do something when you do listen. Experience matters, and I will use my experience in my private practice, in the U.S. Attorney's Office, and in 2 judges' chambers for the people of Gilmer County.
With early voting starting May the 2nd and the primary beginning on May the 24th, you'll be voting to elect leaders to several offices here in Fannin County. When it comes to the Chief Magistrate, you need someone that demonstrates honesty, integrity, and experience. Since being appointed by the Superior Court judges, I've made it my passion to uphold the same values and principles as the Honorable Judge before me. Whether it is answering the call when our community needed me or operating under budget during my term as Chief Magistrate, it's clear that throughout my 11 years of experience, I have always had Fannin County's best interests at heart. So this May, vote for the right choice. Vote for honesty, integrity, and experience. Vote to keep Sherry Walker.
Welcome back to the Morning Report. I'm Kevin Hensley. Tonight's Fannin County Board of Education meeting will be at Fannin County High School instead of the Board of Education office. It will be held in the cafeteria. The time, however, is still 6 p.m. The Board of Education asked that people wishing to attend the meeting to please park on the stadium side of the cafeteria between the lunchroom and the stadium. There is a scholarship event being held in the High School Performing Arts Center at the same time as the meeting. Families of the scholarship students need to be able to park in front of the Performing Arts Center. Protesters are getting together before the Board of Education at the First Baptist Church down the street from the Board of Education office. They'll begin gathering at 5 p.m. for prayer and will walk from the church to the Board of Education meeting, which again held in the Fannin County High School cafeteria. Now watch the video of Superintendent Mark Henson and the Fannin County Board of Education. In the video, Superintendent Henson states he will follow the law regarding transgender bathrooms. You can see this video on the FetchYourNews.com Fannin County page or on Fetch Your News' YouTube channel. To find meeting announcements with agendas, be sure to go to FetchYourNews.com, and in your respective county, under the News section, you will find the Legal Notice section. Fannin County High School's theater department presents the spring musical Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. That'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. and then again on Saturday at 2 and 7 p.m. Of course, inside the Fannin County High School Performing Arts Center. Admission is $5 at the door. During the 1850s, Millie, played by Charity Tuttle, a pretty young cook, marries Adam, played by Colin Queen, a backwoodsman, after a brief courtship. When the two return to Adam's farm, Millie is shocked to meet his 6 ill-mannered brothers, played by Nate Wood, Tristan Carroll, Dylan Weigel, Josh Melman, Adam Farmer, and Matt Jaffe, all of whom live in his cabin. She probably begins teaching the brothers proper behavior and, most importantly, how to court a woman. Under the misguided influence of Plutarch Subin's women, the brothers kidnapped 6 local beauties, played by Miley Butler, Cheyenne Reynolds, Jenna Garrison, Caitlin Dickey, Amber Stenstrom, and Krista Allen, and a group of indignant villagers tries to track them down. Now, all's well that ends well, but mayhem does ensue prior to the happy ending. Pilgrim's Pride of LJ will be hosting an on-site job fair Saturday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. They're looking to fill both full-time and part-time positions. You check out the career fair at 125 Industrial Boulevard in LJ. The Fannin County Parks and Recreation Department will be hosting the first annual Touch a Truck event Saturday from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. in the Fannin County Recreation Center, at the Fannin County Recreation Center at 370 Tom Boyd Road in Blue Ridge. This is a free event for the public. Let the kids put their imaginations in gear and go. Kids will have the opportunity to climb aboard and get behind the wheel of their favorite vehicles, such as dump trucks, learn from their operators, and meet some of their hometown heroes. Lyra, a vocal ensemble from St. Petersburg, Russia, will present a concert of Russian sacred and folk music tomorrow at St. Luke's Episcopal Church in Blue Ridge, across from the Kiwanis Fairgrounds. The concert will begin at 7 p.m. Members of Lyra are students or postgraduates of the St. Petersburg Conservatory. Through the performances, they will be introducing musical heritages of the Russian Orthodox Church, as well as traditions of Russian folk music to all the people who are interested in Russia, its history, and culture. The group does sing a cappella. The first half of the concert will feature sacred music of the Russian Orthodox Church, while the second half will feature Russian folk songs. This event also free to the public. The United Methodist Churches of White County will host a Saturday in the Park event this Saturday from 3 to 7 p.m. in Freedom Park in Cleveland. The event includes free food, games, and music. Tents will be set up representing various ministries serving all ages. In cooperation with WRWH Radio, a live radio show will be running from 4:30 to 7 p.m. The public is advised to bring their own chairs or blankets or tune in on the AM dial at 1350. The June Driver's Education course in Lumpkin County will be taking place June the 6th through the 10th. If you have not yet done so, please contact Cheyenne Thornton at 706-482-2629 or via email at cheyenne.thornton@lumpkincounty.gov to confirm your spot in the driver's course. Gilmer County foster parents have came together in hopes to raise funds for the children in Gilmer foster care by making a donation to cast your vote for your favorite nominee to Kiss a Pig. By making a donation, you are giving kids opportunities to do things that they otherwise would not get to do. Donations help them send foster kids to summer camps, provide better care, buy prom dresses, host events and field trips, and so much more. The pig kissing contest will bring our community leaders together in a fun way to help raise funds at the same time. Several people within the community have been nominated to be the pig kissing victim, including Josh Teague, Heather Simmons, Clint Waldrop, Brad Simmons, Stacy Nicholson, Susan Keener, John Reese, Tiffany Paschal, and Andrew Lohman. The winner will be selected by the most money raised. Now, they are accepting donations, that is, of course, votes, via PayPal or a cash drop-off. To cast your vote, simply send them whatever donating amount that you want and put a note for the nominee your donation is voting for. The nominee with the most money will be kissing the handsome pig at a public event that will be held next month. Check out more information on their Facebook page at Gilmer Foster Care Fundraisers. Always be sure to visit FetchYourNews.com to stay tuned into a local calendar of events in your county. And if you have any announcement you would like to submit to us about an upcoming event, please send an email to show@FetchYourNews.com. When we come back on the Morning Report, we will bring you updates from spring football practices for both Gilmer and Pickens County. Stay tuned.
Truck Month is back at your new Days Chevrolet in Jasper with savings up to $8,000 off MSRP. Right now, get a roomy new Chevy Equinox for just $23,200, or get Days max discount on a new Silverado Crew Cab, just $31,900, plus instant easy credit with Days Fast Track Credit Center. But these Truck Month savings won't last long. Get to Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where Chevy cars and trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
El Rey and Ellijay.
El Rey Mexican Restaurant.
Family owned and operated, and a local favorite for families, parties, and meetings.
Great prices.
Friendly service and delicious Mexican cuisine.
Patio dining available.
Come sing in Carlos's Cantina every Friday 9 to 1.
Eat in or take away.
Same location for 14 years. Open 7 days at the corner of Maddox Drive and 515. North Georgia's favorite Mexican cuisine. El Rey and Ellijay.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Only Pizza Hut delivers 2 medium pizzas any way you want for just $6.99 each. Get any 2 freshly made pizzas with high quality, fresh ingredients and sauce made with California vine ripened tomatoes. Now get your favorite specialty recipes like Meat Lovers, Backyard Barbecue Chicken, or 5-pepper pepperoni. So you never have to compromise with any quality toppings, any crust, any specialty. Anything you want on any 2 medium pizzas, just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ellijay next to Walmart.
New Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Highway 515 South, Jasper. SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
The Gilmer High School football program all but concluded its 2016 spring training session yesterday with a scrimmage game at Clear Creek Middle School. Head coach Jason Galt was very pleased with the results of the controlled scrimmage, which included White shutting out Purple 15-0 for those of you keeping score at home. Now, a full recap of this game and quotes from Galt will soon be available on FetchYourNews.com. Likewise, the Pickens High School Dragons football contingent is hard at work in the spring sunshine, holding their workouts through the end of next week. Under the guidance of head coach Chris Parker, the Dragons are looking to follow up a state playoff bid last year with another one this fall. Spring practice will conclude for the Green Machine with a game next Friday at Jasper Middle School. Jake Parker became the latest Gilmer High School athlete to sign a college scholarship Tuesday as he put his name on the dotted line to wrestle for Reinhardt University. Parker will join fellow Bobcat signee Keegan Sharp in Reinhardt's first-year effort of placing a wrestling team on the mats. Check out FetchYourNews.com now for more on the signing and quotes from Parker on his accomplishment. The Gilmer High School volleyball team is conducting tryouts this week. 47 girls turned out for the 5-day session, with 13 of those in 8th grade. Head coach Donna Parks will be joined by assistants Susan Nunn and Haley Mitchell, who will coach the JV and 9th grade squads respectively. Gilmer is looking to rebound from an early exit in the region tournament last year. Parks did go on to say by the end of the week, the roster cuts from this week will leave the Lady Cats volleyball squad with roughly 18 to 20 players. Likewise, Kim Charles is putting her Lady Cats through the paces with softball tryouts lasting until Friday. As many of you do remember, Gilmer High School traveled to the second round of the state tournament last year and finished as Region 7-4A runner-up. Upcoming freshman players are being intertwined with the 5 Lady Cats seniors in the tryout process, all vying for the right to play Gilmer High School softball. Kim Charles, of course, is joined by her assistant coach Al Charles and Scott Kaiser. The renovation to Pettit Field at Huff Mosley Memorial Stadium is coming along nicely as the much-hyped artificial turf has finally been laid. The track has also been repaved with further remodeling to include an overhaul of both the home and visitors concession stand, as well as new bathrooms and new fencing. Tomorrow, the Special Olympics are coming to Fannin County. Special Olympics athletes from the Mineral Springs Center, Gilmer County, and Fannin County will compete in track and field events. The competition begins with opening ceremonies at 9 a.m. with music by country music star Mark Wills. The Special Olympics track and field competition will be held, of course, at the Fannin County High School football stadium. Keep a tab on local sports by using the hashtag TeamFYNSports. As the director of Team FYN Sports, please feel free to contact me with any upcoming game announcements, missing information, scores, schedule updates, etc. My email address is kevin@fetchyournews.com. I'm also looking for anyone that wants to help us grow and expand our coverage within our viewing area. So if you want to be a sports writer and you live within one of our 10 counties that we cover and you want to join the Fetch Your News sports reporting team, again, my email address is kevin@fetchyournews.com. Send me an email. Let me know your interest. I would love to hear from you. And remember, we're always looking to spotlight young athletes in a positive manner. Coming up after the break, we will spotlight our Pet of the Week from the Gilmer County Animal Shelter, and we'll wrap up this edition of the Morning Report. But first, we'll take a word from our sponsors.
I'm Sheriff Dane Kirby, and I'll stand up for you.
I'm Stacy Nicholson, Sheriff of Gilmer County, and I will stand up for you.
Stand up and speak out. No matter how rich, cool, talented you believe yourself to be, how you treat people ultimately tells all. I am Allison Sosby, District Attorney, and I'll stand up for you.
Better days ahead. Truck Month is back at your new Days Chevrolet in Jasper with savings up to $8,000 off MSRP. Right now, get a roomy new Chevy Equinox for just $23,200, or get Days max discount on a new Silverado Crew Cab, just $31,900, plus instant easy credit with Days Fast Track Credit Center. But these Truck Month savings won't last long. Get to Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where Chevy cars and trucks cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Save big on service at Schadenkirk. Get a full-service oil change for only $29.99. That's right. Get an oil and filter change, tire rotation, brake check, AC check, and multi-point inspection, all for just $29.99.
Give us a shot at Schadenkirk.
Get the $29.99 oil change special at Schadenkirk Ford or any of our convenient locations in the heart of Georgia.
As Bentley says, give us a shot at Schadenkirk.
Online at SchadenkirkAtlanta.com.
My name is John Williamson, and I'm running as a candidate for the Georgia Senate in the 51st District, which includes the counties of Gilmer, Fannin, Union, White, Dawson, Lumpkin, and parts of Pickens and Forsyth counties. I'm a 34-year resident in Gilmer County. I've been married 40 years, have 6 children and 16 grandchildren. My serious interest in politics started several years ago with the co-creation of the local Tea Party of Gilmer County. And I've been attending the Board of Commissioners and Board of Education meetings, so I have an idea of the challenges that we face in rural Georgia. I want to talk to you today about my reasons for running for office. My first reason stems from my belief in the Republican values, the underlying Republican values that we all seem to ascribe to, which is low taxes, small government, fiscal responsibility. I have watched our incumbent, Senator Gooch, and the legislature in Georgia violate these principles over the last 6 years. Our senator ran on this platform that I just described 6 years ago. It has never been challenged, but last year he supported and led the largest tax increase in the state of Georgia. The second reason that I'm running is to provide better representation for our 51st District citizens regarding especially taxation and regulation. I want to use 3 illustrations of how our taxes have been increased effectively in the last few years. The first is the sales tax on our private sales of automobiles. How many of you have sold your automobiles to friends and family over the years, and now you have to pay a tax, 7% every time you do this? The second is the 20% tax penalty that we're paying to get our money back for road projects because we did not vote for the T-Splosh. That cost our county recently $100,000 just to get a road grant back. And third, we have the unfair $5 a night tax on hotels and motels, which is a real hurt to our industry, which really lives on tourism in many of our counties. Well, the third reason is, I promise, transparency and the willingness to admit mistakes in judgment. For instance, I have been interpreted that some of my comments, I guess my opponents have been wrong. For that, I apologize. On the other hand, has our senator ever admitted that perhaps the T-Splosh penalty was a poor idea? What about voting to prevent Georgians from obtaining eyeglasses over the internet? Did this serve his constituents' interests? Could it possibly be related to a campaign contribution by the Georgia Eyeglass Association? What about the need to license lactation consultants? Does grandma really need a license to teach her granddaughter to breastfeed? Aren't you offended when the politicians come back to the districts during elections with checks, road grants, and grants in their hand, posing for photographs? That's what they're supposed to be doing. That's why we elected them. That's their job. And second, that's our money they're bringing back to us. That's our money. Don't be fooled. Now, I have a vision for Georgia that includes solutions to some of our most pressing statewide problems. I want to leave the state in better shape for our grandchildren and their children. For instance, there are welfare and education reforms that have been demonstrated to work in other states, and we can do it here in Georgia. We also need to stop our state from traveling down the road of fiscal irresponsibility by adding such long-term debt. These are some of the issues I'd like to work on to secure the best future for our families in Georgia. I want to represent you. I'll be open to listening to your concerns and working with you in the Atlanta, Georgia Senate. Please check out my website for other issues that you may have questions about. It's Williamson 2016, and call me anytime. I'm John Williamson, and I'm running for the Senate seat in the 51st District to give you a choice and a voice. If I am your choice, I will be your voice in Atlanta. Please vote on May 24th.
Welcome back to North Georgia's only live online morning news show, The Morning Report. I'm Kevin Hensley. Some say you can't buy friends, and those people must not live in Gilmer County. For a small adoption fee, you can get your very best friend at the Gilmer County Animal Shelter. Girlie always listens, but never judges, even if you dress funny. Girlie will always take your side, even if you're wrong. She won't talk about you behind your back or ditch you for another, and she's always available when you need her the most. Girlie is a 2-year-old super sweet pitty mix that gets along great with other dogs. Girlie will be your very best friend till the end. The Gilmer County Animal Shelter is located at 4152 Highway 52 East in Ellijay. Their phone number is 706-635-2166. And they're open to the public Tuesday through Saturday from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. Don't forget, if you see news happening, you can call our 24-hour news tip line at 706-889-9700. That is it for today's show, and we will see you at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm Kevin Hensley. Thanks for watching.